The time has come for part 2 of my work from home series. In part 1, I believe I gave 10 tips on how to be a successful work from home baddie, or like we like to call ourselves, beauties, okay? Work from home beauties, work from home baddies. Stay tuned. I have some tips for you. All right, so in my notes here, I have 8 tips today. First and foremost, I cannot pressure you, push you to understand how important it is to have a planner and to follow it. Now, for me, I have about 3 of them, but for work purposes, okay, use that Google Calendar, use that planner, okay? Book those times up. I know for me, my work entails teaching, phone calls, emails, Gmails, the whole 9, okay? So you have to, when you work from home, you have to structure your day. You are the captain of your ship, okay? So with that being said, you want to make sure that you are efficient with your time. You are planning to the T. From 8 to 4, you're booked. Your day is booked, whether it be lunch, meetings, whatever it is that you have to do throughout the day, you need to have it booked in your planner and follow it and use it as your daily guide. Okay, yeah. The second tip I have is to make sure that you might want to look into using those alarms. Now, if you're like me, I'm a multitasker. I'm always thinking about 10,000 things at once, and I can be all over the place at times. Oh, do we want to keep these glasses on, or do we want to take them off? Oh, I think I want to take them off. Okay, let's take them off. Okay. Anyways, now listen. For me, I could be so in tune with getting a task done or completing something to where I lose a track of time, okay? So I have to have my reminders on. I have to have my alarms on. So for everything in my planner, when it requires me to show up, whether it's a meeting, a phone call, I set an alarm. Okay, call so-and-so, blank, blank meeting. I need my alarms. Sometimes I even set an alarm to end a meeting. Time is up. So that's another tip. That's step 2. Let's get into step 3. Oh my gosh, I love step 3, y'all. Step 3 is get moving. You need to make it your business. If you are working from home, you will literally, if you don't think about it, if you're not proactive in this, you could be sitting for hours on end. So you need to make sure you get one of these. Where's my other one? I think I took my other one to the other room, but get you a timer. Okay, get you a timer. So I do it differently depending on how I feel, but scientifically speaking, I have found research that backs this. We do not need to be sitting down for more than 20 minutes at a time. Okay? You don't need to be sitting. Now, do we do that? Do I stick to that rule? Not always. But I literally, since I've realized, okay, I'm sitting down too long, since I've realized that it's in me. Like, my body is like, hey, let's get moving. It's time to get up. It's time to get moving. But to get used to that, you're going to want a timer. I like this one, but I also I have it's a little bit bigger than this. And then the start and stop buttons are a little bit bigger than what you see here. But yeah, go to Amazon. I'll have some linked in my storefront, but go to Amazon and get these timers. This is where I got mine from, and it's magnetic. So look, it's stuck. Okay. So if you work in an area, if your desk area has like a metal desk backboard or bulletin board backboard, that sounds kind of weird. Anyway, it will, both types of magnets that I have, or both types of timers that I have, do have magnets on the back so that you can put your timer where you can see it. Oh, I only have 2 minutes left. Let me hurry up and get this task done. But also in those breaks, so you set your timer, you set your alarms so that you can, remind yourself to get up, or when this goes off, you can also set it for when you need to come back to work. Okay, I'm only gonna give myself 5 minutes to walk around. 5 minutes to, go do something. Go wash your hands. But in those 5 minutes, I need to be back at this computer making sure I get my work done. Or your get moving could be, okay, let me get up and stand. Or if you're like me and you have a walking pad, you can get on your walking pad instead of sitting down. I will say, if you're trying to measure your steps on your walking pad with your Apple Watch, you may want to put the Apple Watch on your ankle. I wear mine on my ankle when I'm on my walking pad, but I'll be working. Because if you're working, guess what? This watch is stationary. If you're typing like this, but you're stepping, okay, at the same time, that watch is not registering those steps because your watch is on your wrist and it's not on your ankle. I really hate that I'm saying this out loud because I'm like, maybe I could have invented like a Apple anklet instead of an Apple Watch. Why not have an Apple anklet? I'm whispering just in case they're listening because I could still invent that, right? Anyways, yes, get moving, y'all. Do not be stationary too long. Get up, get moving, stand up. Even if you don't have time to move away from your work, guess what? You can still do your work standing or walking on the walking pad. Okay. Now, I will say that, here's the thing. For step 4, it says look good. Look good. Now, I will say I have really, really, really wanted to do part 2 after a day of work. I just left from work and this is what I had on today. Okay, I dress up for work. Even though we work from home, get up and dress, get dressed. Get dressed, especially if you have to be on camera, definitely get dressed. Get cute. Get handsome if you're a guy watching. Show up, look nice, look good. Look good, okay? I don't know, it's just in me. And I've always been like this, even in like a brick and mortar building at my job. I literally dressed up every day. And they'll be like, Miss Jamila, you got a hot date tonight? No, this is for y'all. I'm showing up for you. Cute, nicely dressed, okay? So, I don't know, for me, like they say, when you look good, you feel good. I could be having a horrible day. The moment I get dressed, I feel amazing. I feel awesome. Ooh, step 5 is to switch your fingers, okay? Now that sounds kind of crazy, kind of weird, but when you are working from home, you're on your laptop or your desktop or your mouse, switch to the middle finger. Instead of using your index finger for every single press, every single button, if you're like having to click often, I don't know. This is kind of minuscule, it's a minuscule tip. But hey, just in case, I have to remind myself, hey, let me use my middle finger instead. Let me use my ring finger instead. Okay? Because you don't want to, get cramps or carpal tunnel, even though I don't know if that helps with carpal tunnel. But yeah, switch it up. Step 6 is to use the tools that the job provides for you. For my job, we have Google. So I'm using Google Task, Google Calendar, Google Reminder, Google Meet, Google Chat. I'm using it all. Google Keep. So if y'all want like separate videos on how I use those, I will say with my favorite to use is Google Tasks. So with Tasks, you can, I'm sorry, I'm at the end of every time. But with tasks, like if you have your Google Mail up or your Google Chat up, you can have your Google Tasks on the right. And those are like my little to-do lists for the day. And you can check them off as you get them done. And these are things that are not on your calendar. But maybe it's just a little small task. The little small tasks that you want to do. You can also set them to recur. So every day or recurring. You can set them to like appear on your task list every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, only weekdays, whatever you want to do, you can set it up like that. So let me know if y'all want a separate video on how I use those. I can help. Ooh, I also added the extensions like voice and text. Even though voice and text has been glitching this week, what happened between, before Thanksgiving break and now? What happened between last week and this week? Because I'm hitting on voice and text. You hit the microphone, you speak, and it literally texts or it types in what you're saying with your voice. But it hasn't been working this week for certain sites, and I don't like that. But yeah, research some good extensions you could use. I love the magic cursor, I believe, where you can change your cursor to be bigger. You can change it to be a character. You can change it to be a flower. But as you're moving your mouse around, just little cute stuff, cutesy little things. Anyways. Oh, we're getting into the nitty gritty. I might need to put my work glasses back on, girls. Okay, because tip 7 says spot the weaponized incompetence. Spot the weaponized incompetence. Okay, with that being said, you may, and this could be any job, not just working from home jobs, but I've seen an influx of weaponized incompetence. Oh, I don't know how to do this, so I won't be able to do it. No, ma'am. No, sir. Learn. Okay. Spot it, because if you don't spot weaponized incompetence from your coworkers, you may be stuck with a whole bunch of tasks. You may be stuck with a bunch more work than you signed up for that you're getting paid for. But seriously, you have to pay attention to these things. And then don't fold. Okay, don't fold. Let's take these off now. So yeah, don't fold. Of course, you do want to be helpful. You want to help out, and you want to do your job, and you want to be good at your job, but don't overextend yourself, okay? Spot that weaponized incompetence and say, hey, I can show you how. Actually, I can walk you through the steps, and now I have led you to the water, and now I can't just lead you. I'm going to teach you how to fish, okay? And then now you can fish too. All right. So, yeah. All right. Now we have officially reached the end, y'all. It's the last tip of the day. Okay. The last tip of the video. Tip 8 states that we are going to remember to be professional at all times. If it's in writing, babes, it's there forever. Okay, remain professional, because everything is monitored. Especially, okay, you have a work computer, babes. They're monitoring everything. Okay, close that camera up. Close. My computer comes with it comes with that window or that door where you can close the camera. Close that up. Keep that closed. Mine is closed. My camera is closed at all times except for when I am on camera. If I'm not on camera, that door is closed. But outside of just the camera, whatever you're typing up, whatever messages you're typing, whatever you're doing on that computer, it's being monitored. Okay, so keep that in mind when you want to go off on Julia. Keep that in mind when you are just chatting it up with your coworkers, having a good time, having a grand old time. You're monitored. You're being monitored. And even if you're not being monitored in the live, at that same time, it can be, it can be monitored retrospectively. Oh, let's go back to January 5th. Let's go back to February 8th. They can do that. So be professional at all times, even in your responses. Now, I don't, again, goodness, this might be turning into a Google video. I might need to go and get certified in something. But Google has it to where they have like the automatic replies. Click on that. Click that automatic reply. Keep it professional. They're doing it for you at this point, So, yeah. I'm going to leave with that. I'm going to leave you all with that. If you have anything specifically, that you want me to focus on in part 3, please let me know. If there's something I need to hone, any skills I need to hone in on, let me know what you'd like to see next. I thank you all so much for watching this video. Please leave me some comments. Please like the video, share it with your friends, share it with your family, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Part 3 coming up soon. I'm excited. I love working from home, y'all. And ooh, I just had a good idea. Wait a minute. What was part 1 positives and negatives, like the good and the bad, the good, the bad, the ugly, or was it just all tips? Oh, okay, it was do's and don'ts. Okay, do's and don'ts of working from home. That was part 1. So part 2 was 8 tips on, you know, what to do when you're working from home. But I just came up with a brilliant idea for part 3. Yeah, I like it. The good and the bad. Okay. Oh, working from home can be wicked. The pink and the green side. I love it. I'm gone. You know what? I gotta go.